I saw this isometric room design on Pinterest and I decided to recreate it. I'm not going to do everything in this scene though, so just follow along. So the first step in modeling is to block out your scene. So blocking out is basically about creating the basic form or shapes of what actually we are about to model. So this is what I'm doing. I'm using planes to create the bed, the shelves and the table. So these are basically how the blocking out looks like. Now to the second part. So after blocking out, we do what is called the modeling. So we now add details to our basic block out models. So now you can see that I am cutting out some part of the box to create the window for that building. So after creating it, there was some holes because I used the solidify to extrude that building. So there are some holes, so I needed to bridge them. So I was just selecting the faces of those holes to just fill them. So that was basically what I'm doing right here. So after filling them, I needed to create into details the bed. So I isolated the bed from the whole scene, then still the same cutting out and extrusion. I was able to create the detail for the bed just as it looks like in the one I saw on Pinterest. So now I'm done. So I need to add detail to this thing too. I don't know if it is called a shelf or whatever. So I needed to add details to that one too. So I isolated it, then using the extrusion I was able to extrude the drawer. And now I'm going to create the handle using a circle. So I used the circle, then I filled it out, and with the help of extrusion I was able to create the handle. So now this is the table. So I needed to position the plane very well, then I added extrusion to it. So now it's time to model the PC monitor. So using planes I was able to model the PC monitor too. So this is basically what I'm doing right now. So what you are seeing on the top is the picture frame. Yeah, so we will add details to that one too later. So this is the laptop. I didn't want to go into much detail, so I just created a plane and extruded it. Then I added a bevel to make it look a bit round. So using planes I was able to also model the chair. So I extruded the plane into an L form to represent the chair, and I used that cylinder tool to create the leg of the chair. Then using the same plane I created a cross something to represent the part of the chair that will touch the ground. So this is a simple chair that I've modeled using planes and cylinder. So now these are the shells, so I'm just extruding them. I'm not going to add much detail to it, so it is just a simple extrusion that I'm doing here. Now to the best part, the lightning, texturing and rendering part. So this is the last part that I'm going to talk about. So this is the first part. So the texturing is basically about adding materials to your model in terms of color, how you want it to look like, and those on. So for this one, I'm just doing a basic coloring. I didn't add any texture to it. It's just a basic coloring that I'm doing here. So I'll just applying color to my models. So now to the PC display tool, I'm also adding a texture to it to make it look like black. Yeah, so I think we're almost done with the texturing. So now you have to add camera to the scene. So camera is very important. So I need to add the camera, then position it to how I want it to look like. But before, I needed to add a plane. So that plane is serving me as a background for my model. So now in my camera view, so I have to check out my lightning tool. So I'm using my light to light up my scene. So this is the final stage. So after my lightening, I will just do my render settings and render my scene. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to leave a subscription and like my video.